Hello and happy December 14th. And I totally forgot to grab my phone and start filming the rest of the gingerbread house stuff. But we got this guy together. This is the one that had the caramel walls done and it's solid. We had to do the roofs with icing, which took a little bit. And I've placed one of the meringue flurry tops on it. That's so cool. Then the other one is being put together completely with icing, and it's quite the process, and we've had to like tie it together, and I'm hoping that it will stay. Once it's dry, we can put it like this guy and have the roof put on. I'll probably have to staple that too with some yarn, just some scrap yarn I had, in hopes that it would keep it together. So yeah, just gonna wait for it to dry and then we can actually start truly decorating and make even more of a mess. So I'm gonna make the icing that I've been making small batches as I put pieces on the gingerbread house. It's just a mix of powdered sugar and lemon juice. Very easy. You can add like egg whites to the icing to make it like super solid, but then it's not edible afterwards, and we want to eat these, so we're gonna stick with just lemon juice and powdered sugar, put them in some baggies to have some piping capabilities. So it is late at night. I'm trying to get as much lighting as possible. The tree is probably the brightest thing in the house. It's really tricky to film lately just because it gets dark around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So by the time I'm starting to think about the end of the day stuff, it's already dark out and the lighting is terrible. That is okay. I wanted to give an update on my Advent project just because I haven't had time to just sit down and talk to the camera about it. Lately, it's still pretty busy around the house, unpacking, getting stuff together, and just, sorry, there's a bell behind me. There's a whole lot to still do and get the house together, and then everybody has been going through a really tough flu and that we must have picked up at some point during the trip, which is unfortunate, but working through. I haven't gotten it yet, but my throat is getting a little ticklish, so that is a sign that I probably will. Oh well. But we had lots of fun getting the gingerbread houses together. In the end, it all came together. It took a while to get them together with the icing, but we did it, and they turned out really awesome. But anyway, my Advent project that I want to talk about. So I originally said that I was going to make a shawl. And as I was getting there, I was thinking that this is tricky to wear as a shawl because it's not quite wide enough to wrap around and like have it comfortably sit without falling off. I mean, it's cool, but it wasn't getting long enough. But it was getting super deep, like the point down here is getting really low. And I didn't want it to be so long. So I decided this is just going to be another Advent blanket, and I'm going to make a granny square out of 2 triangles. And so I ended on day 12. I had to finish it off with a little bit of a fingering weight mini I had on hand. Just this little guy just to finish the row. And then I have the other half started here. So this is day 13 and today 14 is on there. And I just finished off my second cake of alpaca suri and silk. And it was so soft. And let's see if we can get it in the light. This one faded, so it looks like it's 3, but it's actually 2 minis. And yeah. So it's going to be a good size lap blanket, and it's going to be so warm. I'm going to really enjoy having that. I'll probably still wear it as like a shawl around my shoulders because it'll be nice and thick. So yeah, that is how that project is going. I hope to get a podcast up soon. That's the hope. But yeah, still busy. But we're starting to settle in and it's starting to feel homey, and I'm really glad of that. And yes, we got all our Christmas stuff up. I think that's it. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.